YouTube, what's going on? Really P coming back with another one. Let's get it. You know I got to start the week off with some fire. Let's bring some heat. Today I have a great one. Today I'm going to talk about why introverts can be perceived as extroverts depending on the topic of discussion. Yes, why introverts can be perceived as extroverts depending on the topic of discussion. Yes, and when we think of introverts, we think of, people that pretty much keep to themselves, keep their thoughts bottled in. They can be their own best friend. They can keep their own company. That's what we think of when we think of introverts. When people having a conversation, they don't butt in. They kind of mind their own business. But this can change. This can change. You can perceive an introvert as an extrovert. I'm going to tell you how. You want to know how you get an introvert riled up? It's only one way you can get an introvert riled up. It's only one way. And it never seems to fail. This is when you see the other side of an introvert. Talk about something that an introvert loves to do, or a field or something that they're really strong in. Oh, you're going to think that introvert is an extrovert. Oh, shit. Trust me, when they're in their element of discussion or whatever the topic may be, and that's right up their alley, talking about an introvert, oh shit, they'll open up. Introvert will open up. Yes. I found myself that way, coming up, pretty much keep it to myself. But once somebody bring up sports or, relationships or something like that, it's like, my eyes light up. I butt in your conversation in because it's something that I like. It's something that I, love to talk about. And this is the case with introverts. You'll think introverts are dead in the inside, or they don't really want to be bothered until you bring up something that they're interested in or something that they're very knowledgeable about. You'll see a completely different side. And if you've just met that person the first time, if you just met that introvert for the first time, and you just happen to bring up a topic, or you happen to be discussing something that an introvert is very knowledgeable or have interest in, you'll think off that first encounter that introvert was an extrovert. All because you were talking about something that they were interested in. But you didn't know that they were an introvert. You just happened to spark up their interest, or you just happened to spark up a conversation with something that they're very knowledgeable about. Yes, this is the case. And it never fails. It never fails with introverts. That's the only way you can get an introvert kind of riled up and get them to, open up. Talk about something that they like or something that they, interested in. Or you'll see an introvert open up. No doubt about it. But we know extroverts are more outgoing. Extroverts, they'll dip into your conversation. Extroverts, they more outgoing. So extroverts, it doesn't have to be a topic that they're very knowledgeable about. They're going to make it seem like they're very knowledgeable about it because they're more so outgoing and things like that. But introverts and extroverts, it's a big difference. Because, like I say, introverts, you can pretty much keep your own company. You keep your thoughts bottled in. And you don't never feel like you have to be the center of attention as an introvert. You never feel like you have to be the center of attention. But extroverts, they're more so outgoing. They'll dive into any conversation. They'll dip into any conversation. And that's the difference. But like I said, if you just meet an introvert for the first time, that's your first time meeting an introvert, you won't know that they're an introvert if you happen to be talking about something that they, like to talk about, or something that they're very interested in, or something that they've, done in the past, or like I said, very knowledgeable about, you won't know that they were an introvert the entire time. You just happen to tap in another side of that introvert. Yes, while introverts can be perceived as extroverts depending on the topic of discussion. Yes, that's true. That's true with introverts. Introverts open up when you spark their interest, or you bring up something that they're very knowledgeable about, or things that they like to talk about. Like I said, with me, whenever somebody bring up sports, my ears perk up, my eyes get bright, like, I feel like I'm a sports guru. That's why I do my sports, relationship, things like that. But I feel like I'm like the sports guru. So anytime somebody bring up sports, I could be in my own world. But as soon as you bring up some football, some basketball, some boxing, something like that, I'm like, what we talking about? What's going on? What's going on? But as soon as you start talking about something else, or something that I'm not interested in, I turn the other way. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. So, yes, while introverts can be perceived as extroverts depending on the topic of discussion. But let me know what y'all think. I love it. This is facts. It's true. But let me know what y'all think. I'm going to keep the fire coming. Best way you can help is share the video. Comment, like, subscribe. I'm going to keep the fire coming. Had to bring the heat. Beginning of the week. But I can't stop. Knock another one out. Pop, pop, pop. Let's get it.